Tulsi Gabbard leads Democrat Party, denounces it as elitist cabal. Tulsi Gabbard argues the Democrats have given in to cowardly wokeness and anti-white racism. Yeah. Welcome back, all you thought criminals. And those of you that are new, welcome. Just want to do a little bit of business. Now the midterms are getting closer and closer. The algorithm, of course, is really putting the thumb on and foot on the neck of channels like myself. I was doing extremely well with new subs, and the YouTube algorithm decided that was too much as it gets closer to the midterms and really put the brakes on my channel. So if you could subscribe and share the URL, the link to any of my videos everywhere you can on your social media, that would really help out. Well, let's get to it. Tulsi, I'll give you credit. It's maybe too little too late. Former Democratic presidential candidate Tulsi Gabbard announced she left the Democrat Party on Tuesday. She didn't say where she went. Now, I'm not sure how it works in Hawaii. I live in upstate New York. A former local elected official, as I was on the local city council from 2000 to 2007 as a Democrat. I want to leave the party in 2006. And when I was made the council president in 2006, I had my little speech, also my announcement leaving the party. The local Democrats talked me out of it. And I really didn't officially leave on paper until 2013. I'm now a Republican. I'll never go back. I saw what the Democrats were becoming even back then here locally. A local progressive left organization called Citizen Action and their friends called PLOT, Progressive Leaders of Tomorrow, basically hijacked the party here locally. And, of course, that was the beginning of a nationwide takeover of the Democrats by the progressives. It didn't start here, but I saw its infancy here and knew it was coming. Well, Tulsi, I'll give you credit. Better late than never, I guess, but this would have made much more of an impact if you had done it just before the 2020 election. Let's just tell the truth here. So she announced her official YouTube channel coming up. This is her first episode. Gabbard, who retired from the House of Representatives in 2021, attacked the institution in a nearly 30-minute video posted on her YouTube account. She did not announce plans to join the Republican Party or adopt any other political affiliation. However, now here in New York, they have what they call blanks, which means no party affiliation. People call it independent, but it's really a blank, no party affiliation, because the Independence Party is in New York. I can no longer remain in the Democrat Party is now under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers driven by cowardly wokeness who divide us by racializing every issue and stoke anti-white racism, Gabbard said in an excerpt. She's absolutely right. But there are quite a few Republican warmongers, and hopefully the MAGA Republicans will get them out, or at least a lot of them, in this coming midterm in less than 30 days. Now let's see what just a brief glimpse of, or at least what Tulsi had to say on leaving the party.
I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness, who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution, who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police but protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans, who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and above all, who are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war.
That's the beginning of her brief statement. New YouTube channel. So let's. It's really something. I give her credit, but the fact of the matter is, it's might be too little, too late. But Gabbard's announcement served as an inaugural message of the Tulsi Gabbard Show, a podcast she is now running, and that's fine. Good for her. Gabbard has grown increasingly estranged from the Democratic establishment since her failed candidacy in 2020 presidential primary. She also has become a vocal critic of President Biden, denouncing him for pouring fuel on the flames of the division in the country. Former House Speaker Nick Gingrich praised Tulsi for ditching the Democrats in a statement Tuesday on Fox News. He argued that she was one of the Americans traditionally have voted blue, but now find the Democrats unrecognizable. And that's true. The party that I grew up with, and I'm 65, I'll be 66 next month. The party that I grew up with, I call myself a John Kennedy Democrat at the time, doesn't exist anymore. It does not exist. And that's the thing. If any of you baby boomers are out there that are my age or a little bit older, realize that the Democrat Party you've been voting for your entire life is gone. It will never come back, at least in your lifetime. Stop voting for Democrats down the board. The Democrats you knew and loved when you were younger are gone. Gabbard has always been sort of an independent maverick, Gingrich said, and I think when she ran for president, she realized just how really isolated she was from the great majority of the Democrat Party, which is now, frankly, a pretty weird party. Yeah, it is. I think you're seeing this drift, and we're certainly seeing among Latinos a huge drift towards the Republican Party as they've driven away from the weirder policies of the Democrat Party. So there you have it. In the overall scheme of things, does this make a huge difference? No, not really, but it's a small shift. And these small shifts, just another grain of sand, just another grain of sand, just another grain of sand. Drip, drip, drip. And slowly the Democrat Party is destroying itself. The only criticism, as far as Tulsi Gabbard goes, I think she waited way too late. But better late than never. Will the Democrats wake up? Nope. They won't do it. They're backed into a corner, and like a wild, wounded animal, they're lashing out at everybody that's against them. It's up to the American people to decide the fate of the Democrat Party. And let the Democrat Party die a natural death. And then it can rebuild itself and become a viable party again. Until the next time, goodbye and good luck.